Sunny Hostin, one of the loudest voices on The View. And honestly, one of the most irritating, has been spiraling lately. Her smug superiority has always been grating, but now she's taken her whining to a whole new level. And who's her latest scapegoat? None other than Robert De Niro, the once beloved actor, who, according to Sunny, has suddenly abandoned their side. Yep, she's blaming him for their collective failures, because clearly when your narrative crumbles, the first logical step is to point fingers at someone who hasn't spoken publicly in months. Makes sense, right? Let me set the stage for you. Sunny's been on a bit of a losing streak lately. Ratings for The View are circling the drain, public backlash is at an all-time high, and her attempts to keep the DEI agenda afloat are floundering harder than a fish on dry land. So, what does she do? She goes on air and unleashes a diatribe that's equal parts desperate and delusional. According to Sunny, it's been over a month since they lost. Her words, not mine. And apparently, the blame lies squarely on people like Robert De Niro. Why? Because he dared to go silent when they needed him most. In her rant, she says, "We're seeing so much childish behavior on our side," which, let's be honest, is hilarious coming from her. She then doubles down, saying that A-list stars like De Niro and George Clooney gave up on us too easily. Oh, Sunny, maybe they didn't give up. Maybe they just realized that spewing divisive nonsense wasn't winning anyone over. Or maybe they finally saw the writing on the wall that the public is sick and tired of being lectured by out-of-touch celebrities who think their moral high ground is above reproach. But Sunny doesn't stop there. Oh no, she keeps digging her hole deeper, calling out De Niro for making them look bad by going silent. "We need to keep defending ourselves," she whines, as if she's leading some noble crusade instead of clinging to a sinking ship, and then she asks the real kicker. Do people really want to live in a world of normalcy where sexism and misogyny are allowed for the next 4 to 8 years? Let me translate that for you. Sunny's terrified that her echo chamber is collapsing, and she has no idea how to function in a world where people aren't blindly agreeing with her. Here's the thing. Sunny Hostin and people like her don't understand that the world doesn't revolve around Hollywood actors or talk show hosts. Normal people, doctors, nurses, construction workers, teachers don't need Robert De Niro or George Clooney to tell them how to think. And honestly, who even cares what these actors are doing anymore? Sunny acts like De Niro's silence is some catastrophic betrayal, but the truth is, most of us didn't even notice he stopped talking. If anything, it's been a blessing. And let's not forget, Sunny's whole meltdown reeks of hypocrisy. She spent years propping up these celebrities as moral leaders, only to throw them under the bus the moment things go south. First, it's Robert De Niro. Next, it's George Clooney, who's next on her hit list. Mark Hamill? Oh wait, she already dragged him into this mess too, calling him out for ditching Twitter, X as it's now called, and moving to other platforms. Sunny doesn't see these actors as people. She sees them as tools to push her agenda, and when they don't play along, she turns on them. And then there's the irony of it all. She's sitting there on The View, a show that's been bleeding viewers for years, complaining about childish behavior and abandonment, while she herself is throwing tantrums on live TV. It's the ultimate pot calling the kettle black. She even has the nerve to say, "We need more voices with large platforms to boost visibility," as if the endless parade of Hollywood elitists wasn't enough. Sunny, maybe the problem isn't that De Niro and Clooney went quiet. Maybe the problem is that people are done listening to you. But the worst part of this rant is her dramatic conclusion about being frightened for what the next 4 to 8 years will bring. She even says she's brought this up with Whoopi Goldberg and Joy Behar. Like there's some kind of revolutionary think tank. Sunny, here's a reality check. The world isn't ending because Hollywood isn't screaming into the void anymore.